Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking all things skincare. So without wasting any time, let's just get right into it because I've got a lot to say. I'd like to start by putting out a few things, like just talking about my skin type and how my skin really is, so that you have a better idea as to why I use the products I do and why my routine is the way it is. Let me just start by saying that I have a normal to combination skin type depending on the weather and the phase of my menstrual cycle that I am in. Also, it does tend to flare up due to stress. And I do have PCOS, so for me that means my hair and my skin are the most affected. And it does differ from person to person, but for me it's my skin, hair, and obviously my menstrual cycle, due to which my skin has been through a lot and still goes through a lot. My main concerns are obviously acne being number one. For me, it's nodular, which means they're like these knots that are like stubbornly buried deep down inside the skin surface. They're extremely painful and inflamed in comparison to a regular zit. These can cause serious scarring and sometimes develop a whitehead, which I had to learn not to do so the hard way. With my skin though, I've seen that even if there's like the slightest bit of redness or inflammation, there's a 90% chance that it's gonna leave a scar. But also, other than that, like pigmentation as a result of the acne scars, especially on the contours of my face, my jawline, the chin, around the corners of my mouth, etc. So there's always this one side that's acting out more than the other. I have to look in the mirror, but okay, I think it's the left side. Every day is constant work with a situation like mine. The goal is still to fix the root cause of the issues, which is the hormones. So I made major dietary and lifestyle changes. I changed doctors, I changed the type of medication that I was on, and have had a consistent skincare routine in place. Obviously, my skin isn't where I'd want it to be, but I know it's 100% possible for me to get there with the current skincare routine that I am on, because I've seen it work for me just before the last time my skin acted out. Again, a few points that I'd like to mention before we dive right into the products that I use. Number one, I keep my routine as simple as possible. I don't prefer to have too many steps because there's a chance I might skip it altogether. It should be such that even if I come home at like 4 a.m., I am able to do my routine before I crash. And it's kind of hard for me to do that with like a 6 to 8 step routine. Also, secondly, my main focus remains on the ingredients. I like to give my skin what it likes and what shows the most results. I'm not too experimental with skincare, but I do like to have a knowledge of what can pair with what goes on after what, so as to not cause any reactions and make matters worse. I do stick to a particular routine, but sometimes I will switch it up. The products still being the same because of the ingredients, but just in a different order or time of the day, depending on how my skin's been looking and feeling. I've noticed that after a certain point of time, the products do tend to like plateau out on my skin and aren't as effective, and which is why I need to like keep switching them up for results. And currently I'm just playing with these products and they're doing amazing stuff for my skin. Also, there's this like really weird pointer that I'd like to mention, but I don't know how else to explain this, so please bear with me. I can't have something heavy sit on my skin. It's extremely important for me to have it breathe. So I adjust the products into my routine accordingly So for example, with the current toner that I'm using, I will just top it off with like a light layer of moisturizer. I'd noticed that it does tend to get kind of heavy if I went in with my usual amount. So I believe skincare is important, yes, but my skin not feeling suffocated is just as important, if not more. Also, there's this another thing that I do, which is apply skincare on damp skin. And by this, I don't mean wet, but I mean like damp, moist skin, like just after you've like patted dry lightly. That is when I go in with my skincare. It just tends to be like absorb better, like just goes on smoothly, effortlessly, and I just like how it feels. So that is also something I do. So there's a few medicated products in there, and as amazing as they are, I wouldn't recommend using them without your doctor's consultation. So please do that in case you're looking to use any of them for your skin. Don't just give in to trends, don't give in to like these products popping up. Like, just listen to your skin and show it some love. So now let's jump into the exciting part of the video, which are the products, and we're going to be starting with face cleansers because that's the first thing you do in your routine. I'm just not able to talk today. So the first cleanser that we're talking about is the Recool Fruit HA face wash, if that's the correct name. So this sounded super interesting to me from the get-go. So I got this because I read that it had fruit derived HAs in it, and I was just starting out with HAs, so I thought it'd be a good idea to do so through something mild on the skin, like say through a face wash. Now it claims to lighten pigment spots, clear blemishes, and peel away at the dead skin debris. And while that might have happened to some extent, I wouldn't go as far as to say that it was solely because of this product, but what do you expect? It's a face wash. I will say though that it's a great face wash if you're looking to thoroughly cleanse your skin without stripping away at the moisture of it. It does get rid of any dirt buildup and clogs your pores. Your skin's gonna feel clean inside out, which is why I prefer to use this post workout or during my nighttime skincare routine, just to get rid of everything that's accumulated on my skin throughout the day. It has this really fresh, unique scent, which I am a fan of. I like the packaging, the lid cap that allows you to control the amount of the product you need. And trust me, you need the tiniest amount. Bottle is also kind of cute. It's a 200 ml product, but I can assure you it's gonna last you a long time, because that may not sound like a lot, but there's a lot in there. All in all, I think it's a great face wash if you're looking to have your skin thoroughly cleansed without just skin left feeling dry. But if you're looking for that HA magic to happen, then I don't think this might be the one. The second face wash that we're talking about today is the It's Skin VC Cleansing Foam. If I'm not wrong, this is my first time using a Korean skincare product. Before we dive into the face wash, can we please take a moment to appreciate how cute the packaging is? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the main reasons I like it so much. Yeah, I am that person. I will literally buy stuff for its packaging and how it looks without giving much thought to whether I really need it or not. But I am so glad I gave in with this one, because I literally cannot survive without this. The yellow on it, the grid pattern, it was all just too cute to miss, and also makes me wanna reach out for it more often. Now it's from a brand called It's Skin. It's the VC, I'm guessing vitamin C, purifying cleansing foam from their Power 10 collection. Now this face wash, and why I like it so much. It gives you the most thorough cleanse, taking off all the gunk and the leftover makeup, just about anything really, but is so gentle on the skin, like no irritation whatsoever. Leaves you this healthy glow, and your skin is left feeling like hydrated and fresh. I use this in the morning specifically because it just like wakes my skin up, leaves it feeling like super clean, super fresh. It has a citrusy scent to it, which I honestly don't mind, but also the texture, which is jelly-like, and once mixed with water transforms into this rich cream-like thingy, which I love for my skin. It does brighten and hydrate your skin thanks to the vitamin C derivatives in that. It's everything I need in a face wash. It retails for rupees 800 and I got it off Nykaa, which they're currently out of stock, and it does scare me a little bit, but I do know this other store that might have it, like fingers crossed. So I'm gonna try with that one, but had I known this was gonna be so good, I would have stocked up on it already because I'm gonna need it, and it is like a 10 on 10 for me in terms of a face wash. Another great option for face cleansers is this. My dermat had recommended this to me, and I remember how much I loved using this. It works just like the It's Skin one. It's meant for acne prone skin, which hello is me. It cleanses and purifies your skin, also helping with the occurrence of blemishes. Because I remember when I was put on this, I had acne scars like everywhere, from my face to the neck. Like I had it everywhere. This also, by the way, has like a really nice fresh scent, great for acne prone skin. Now moving on to toners. Actually, toner, because there's just one. I'm so sorry for the construction going on. This is never ending. It's gonna be here for the next 10 years. We gotta deal with it. We're just gonna do what we gotta do. I'm kidding, I don't know if it's gonna be here for like 10 years. So for toner, we're talking about the Pixi Glycolic Toner. I was never big on toners, and which is why they were never really a constant part of my routine. I thought this would be another great way of introducing acids into my routine, like glycolic acid. Glycolic acid, which stimulates collagen production, helps with pigmentation, smoothens the tone and texture of the skin, removes the dead layer of skin, etc. Also, this toner is a great chemical exfoliator because physical exfoliation had been such a constant for my skin in my teens, but not so much recently. Just completely got over the concept of physical exfoliation via a face scrub. Instead opted for chemical exfoliation, especially now that I have acne prone skin. It'd only aggravate the situation. I don't use it every day like a normal toner because I think that'll be a little too extreme and can interfere with the skin's health. I prefer to use it on, say, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday nights if I'm like feeling it, that is. Also, I do use it with a cotton pad because I'm not about the padded into your skin life, because I just think it gets messy, and in the PM because your skin is kind of sensitive after chemical exfoliation. So I prefer to use this in the PM and then top it off with a light layer of moisturizer and call it a day. This is their festive packaging, which in my opinion is super cute. Also, this retails for 1400 bucks if I'm not wrong, and I got the smaller variant on purpose to just like try it out. I have finished more than half of the products so far. If I'm not wrong, this is the only product out of the lot that I wouldn't be able to give my final thoughts on because I'm still kinda meh about it. Like, I don't know. Now moving on to moisturizers. So the first moisturizer that we're talking about is this Excella moisturizer. It was recommended to me by my dermat. I wasn't a fan initially because I did feel like it left my skin feeling heavy and oily, and also like just like making it look more shiny. This product sort of took like a backseat, and one day I just randomly picked this one up as my base for glam. Oh my god, my mind was blown at how amazingly well this product fared on my skin. My makeup looked so bomb, but also like my skin, it looked and felt like I'd been drinking like a gallon of water, and I don't know how that works, but that's how I ended up loving and finishing up this product. Also, it kind of makes sense because it has like niacinamide in it, and the love affair my skin's been having with niacinamide. Guys, you know what? We'll get to that in a bit, but I'm just saying, niacinamide is that period. I got a little too excited there. So the next moisturizers that we're talking about are PCOS and Aziderm. So my dermat put me on this one as well. I began with Aziderm as my daytime moisturizer. Aziderm has 10% azelaic acid in it, which helps in reducing inflammation, so it's less visible, less red, and less irritated. It helps with cell turnover, which in turn then results in minimizing of scars. For me personally, I love the texture of this product and how it felt on my skin. It just made it look so fresh and clearer while actually doing its job. The only issue that I had with the product was the size of the component, because I would run out of it like that. I only wish that this came in like a larger component. Another azelaic acid alternative that I tried out was the PCOS gel. So PCOS has 15% azelaic acid in it. Also kind of lasts longer than Aziderm, which for me is a yay. I remember getting a bunch of these together, and sadly this is my last tube. This works just as amazing as Aziderm. I love the light consistency and how quickly it can be worked into the skin. So light, so fresh. It's majorly helped with my acne scars, and I don't see myself getting bored of this ingredient. I could possibly play with either one of these, or maybe switch out the products entirely, but not azelaic acid as a whole, if that makes any sense. So my final option for moisturizers are the Olay moisturizers. Let me just start by saying that I am a sucker for Olay moisturizers, or just about anything from this brand really. So I use Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream as my day moisturizer. It comes with SPF 30 and feels super lightweight on the skin. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, amino acids, and niacinamide, which then gives you this nice plump moisturized look to the skin. Love it for daytime, as it can be easily worked into the skin without making it feel heavy or oily. I love the consistency of this, and it's the best base for under your makeup. I have seen for myself how amazingly well my makeup sits when I have this on. You can easily layer your other skincare products over this without your skin feeling clogged. That's what I'm able to do, and I love it. So my nighttime moisturizer is the Regenerist Retinol 24 moisturizer. One, I was looking to introduce retinol into my routine, and after my research I thought it'd be a good idea to do so, say, through a moisturizer which wouldn't be as potent for a beginner like me, who, mind you, at this point has never used retinol before. When I did, initially I did have a few forehead bumps, but nothing too crazy and nothing close to what I'd heard about the whole post-retinol purging process. Obviously, my skin is a little sensitive after the usage of the product, which is why I do prefer to use it in the nighttime. Now, this product includes retinol and niacinamide, which ensures that it's not as potent. Because it's a nighttime moisturizer, the consistency is kind of thick, but you literally need like the tiniest amount of this. Talking about serums, the first serum that we're going to be talking about is the Ordinary Niacinamide Serum. This stuff just changed my skincare, y'all. Like, I have never seen my skin take so freaking well to an ingredient before. Niacinamide is it for me. There's been a radical change in how my skin looks and feels post niacinamide. I honestly still can't wrap my head around it. Dealing with the kind of acne that I do, the scars left behind, the pigmentation, the large pores, it sort of is like this one-stop solution to combating all of those issues. After all the hype around the brand and this cult favorite product of theirs, it only made sense for me to try them out, and I don't regret it one bit. The niacinamide serum from The Ordinary lives up to the hype like 100%. I love the texture. It's not too runny but still water-like, as in it can be so very easily worked into the skin. My skin just goes like on application. It can feel tacky for a few seconds, but that's it. I have completely emptied out the product at this point, and it's lasted me a while for the price at retail at. Currently, I do have a niacinamide alternative that I've been using. I think I will return to this any day if I have to, and no questions asked, because it's that bomb. With regular usage, you'll see a vast difference in your skin, I promise. If you have the same issues as me or even otherwise, it just evens out your skin, smoothens out the texture, and it's just like super easy to work with, and I absolutely love it. Next, we're talking about The Ordinary ascorbic acid 8% plus alpha-arbutin 2%. Yes, that's the name. I had to check. There's different forms of vitamin C in skincare, and the one that I've been using is ascorbic acid with alpha-arbutin from The Ordinary. I just completely forgot the name for a second there. To start off with, I'd recommend a patch test with this one, also with the others, but specifically with this one, as I feel it's the most potent out of the lot. For my skin, it took me a couple of uses to adjust it to the tingling sensation that you have upon usage, and I promise it's nothing too crazy. It's only until you get used to it. But peeps with sensitive skin, please do test this one out before application. I opted for this one from The Ordinary that has ascorbic acid 8% and alpha-arbutin 2%. I can safely say that it's a close second to niacinamide in regards to wonders it's done to my skin upon, again, continuous usage. Now let's talk about why you need this in your life. So if you're someone like me who struggles with acne scars, pigmentation, and dull skin at times, then this is your best friend right here. It is my go-to product for acne problems. By that, I don't mean just the scars, but also the nodular ones that I talked about earlier. Vitamin C is said to have healing properties, which I had no knowledge of somehow, because I only noticed the size of the bump reduce on regular usage of vitamin C. Also, the pain in turn was significantly less. So I make it a point to include this in my regime, especially on the days I notice the bumps developing on my skin. Plus, it helps with the acne scars. So yeah, I personally like to use this in my nighttime skincare routine when I do my lymphatic drainage massages, because of its runny consistency, which then is perfect to work with on my skin. Then I just top it off with moisturizer. Over a period of time, you will notice increased brightness, lesser scarring and pigmentation on the skin, and if there are any severe scars from previous breakouts, you will also see them fading away at a faster pace. Just make sure you store this properly, like in a cool, dark and dry place where the light doesn't get to it easily. If not, the product could go bad, and you do want to store it in the right way to get full usage of the product. Let's talk about eye cream, and I've been using the Olay eye cream. I literally cannot emphasize the importance of eye creams, especially if you're in your 20s, and take it from me, put our eyes through so much on a daily. I have put my eyes through so much and still do. All those late hours, the screen time, being inconsistent with your eye creams or eye serums or whatever, etc., to the point of no return. Like, I honestly in my heart do believe that one day, I mean, if that's not already happened, like, the skin under my eyes, under eyes, they're just gonna like give up on me and be like, you know what, you take it from here, we're done, we're out. Because it's a lot for the skin under the eyes, because they're that sensitive.
It's not cute, guys. It's just not cute.
But this is not a rant video, so we shall move on. Not to say that your eye cream is gonna make your puffiness, your crow's feet, wrinkles, dark circles, etc. go away. But you know what will? Sleep. I know that you know. Trust me, that is where it's at. Take it from a nocturnal human like me
who could put the freaking owls to shame.
That's a whole other video at this point, but I've personally seen the difference and it is
Freaking ridiculous.
after you've gotten your hours in. What you need is this eye cream, or just any eye cream for that matter. This one in particular is a color correcting formula, which is why it has a slight tint to it. It's loaded with peptides and vitamins. Super easy to work into the skin, has a light consistency, and would instantly brighten up the under eye area once massaged in gently using your ring fingers. Please be gentle during application. You don't want to tug or pull at it too much. I don't skip this one out, especially if I know I'm gonna be wearing eye makeup. Just stays on better, and for someone like me with super sensitive eyes, I experienced no irritation or discomfort whatsoever. It obviously takes time to show results. That's the case even with the rest of the face, but I feel more so with the skin around the eyes because it's that sensitive and delicate, is known to show the first signs of aging. You gotta be patient with this one. It's an amazing eye cream to have, again from a brand I love, and it does tick all the boxes for me as a formula. Now moving on to lip balms, or lip balm, because there's just, I think, one. Yes, that's just one. The other one is like a lip product. Whatever, why am I ranting now? So I've been using the Encina Cinnamon Lip Plumping scrub slash balm. I just like, my mind just went blank for a second there. This has just been straight up nostalgia involved for me. So there was a time where all I did for my skin were DIYs, because there was just something about concocting shiz up in your kitchen and seeing it work for your skin. I did the brown sugar cinnamon honey scrub for my lips all throughout high school and after. However, recently I stumbled upon this and I was like, sounds familiar. I had to try it out. So this is a lip balm and a lip scrub in one. It's an amazing concept according to me, very handy, very efficient. But on usage, my only small little concern with this was how it's all like one, like literally inside the jar, meaning there's no segregation between the lip balm and the lip scrub. So for example, if I'm looking to only use the lip balm, there's gonna be a few sugar granules in the midst and vice versa, which in my opinion is kind of problematic. Gotta be ultra careful so as to not mix the two if you don't intend to do so. I just wish that they designed the component in such a way that it was easy to segregate between the two, which would just make it easier to use. That's just my opinion. But yeah, but what makes me super happy about this purchase is the results, which we will get to in a bit. But let's just first talk about the ingredients in here. Granules of brown sugar, cinnamon, beeswax, shea butter, vanilla essential oil, just a bunch of rich and wholesome ingredients to incorporate in a lip scrub slash lip balm. Brown sugar granules are mild and gentle and aren't too grainy, which is perfect for the skin on your lips because it's super sensitive. Lip scrub is great if you have like dry, dull and chapped lips. And topping it off with the lip balm will just give you this fresh, healthy, moisturized, plump look, which all of us love. The thing about the lip balm is though that it's kind of heavy in consistency, which by the way is perfect for winters. I prefer a light layer of it usually, which is enough for me to get through the night. Yes, this lip balm is such that it's gonna stay put and do its job throughout the night. That's what I have noticed at least. If you're someone with dry lips, this is a great pick for you. I use the scrub say twice or thrice a week. Helps a great deal with exfoliating the skin surface and leaves you with this renewed, fresh, plump out. I'd like to talk about a product that came in super handy when it comes to my lips. We're talking about Kenacort. So basically, I bite my lips a lot. Never in the habit of doing so, but in the past 2 years, it's just gotten out of control. I'm working on it, but yeah, that's all I can say. So that sort of left scars and added to the pigmentation, and I don't know how to explain it. You could tell that I'd been biting my lips. I spoke to my dermat and he prescribed me this. So what it basically does is heals and soothes the skin and helps repair it. I would apply this and leave it overnight and only use it when I'd have a thing going on with my lips and not on a daily. This has helped me a ton in maintaining my lip health, and it's something I keep on me for emergency purposes because it really bugs me when my lips are not in the best shape.
Just give me a second. Yep.
Also, this is a medicated product prescribed to me by my dermat, so please do not use this without consulting with yours. Last and the final product for my routine is the sunscreen, the hero of the routine. We have the True Derma SPF 50 silicone sunscreen. You know, it truly boggles my mind when I think about all of those years that I skipped sunscreen. I had no concept of a sunscreen. Let's just take a moment of silence for that. Like, RIP my skin. And it absolutely terrifies me in this moment. As a result, I'm super consistent with it now, and I still think I'm not doing enough. Even if I'm at home, I'll take a full pump and go all over my face, my neck, my chest, like everywhere. And the same if I'm stepping out in the evenings to the gym or just going out, and if I know pictures are gonna be taken, I always have this underneath glam because nobody wants dull, tan skin that's prematurely aging. Like, thanks, but no thanks. This one here is a great option. It has a super silky matte finish that can be easily, again, worked into the skin. And you don't have to worry about this leaving a white cast at all because it doesn't. It blends into your skin like magic. In fact, my skin looks more even toned once I'm done with this final step in my routine. I absolutely love the texture of this. It's just like this whipped creme kind of situation that feels super lightweight and non-greasy, just how I like my products to be. And I suggest you apply this as liberally as you see fit, making sure you cover your face, your neck, your chest area for complete protection. I have been making a couple of changes here and there as well, which I will at some point also film an updated skincare routine. But yeah, this is my skincare routine. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. That is what the YouTubers say. And now that I am one, I should just probably get used to it. Anyway, I will see you in my next one.